I'm not a used car salesman. I mean, I don't try to sell the union to anybody. But if somebody asks me, you know, what is it that I like about the union, it's everything. Because you can't live the American dream on peanuts. In my opinion, the reason why all of these companies are coming to the South is because they feel that people aren't educated on the benefits of having a union. Not as much as the people up north who've seen them for years and years with the steel industry, the auto industry. So they come down here to take advantage of that. Once people are educated, they can see it for themselves. It's not rocket science.
We're taking a look at union membership in Georgia. That's just about 5.4% of workers, or 1 out of every 19 workers. It's one of the nation's lowest rates.
I mean, if I show you the wages and benefits that the employees at the union represented facilities in Georgia make, and you're at one of those non-union represented facilities, you can see it, it's clear. You can see the mill that I worked at right across the way, Graphic Packaging International. I made a really good living working there at that mill, and it's a union represented facility as well, represented by the IBEW. You know, I chose to leave that mill knowing that the union did it for me and everybody that works there. I take pride in going to other locations, helping other people to either organize and become union or representing people that are already union, ensuring that the company is abiding by the contract. If they reach out, we're going to answer the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, now please welcome the 83rd governor of the great state of Georgia, Brian P. Kemp.
In all, the electric mobility industry will be responsible for 35 projects across Georgia to the tune of $23 billion of investment in 28,000 new jobs.
The recent history of American industry has been a story of job losses, factory closures, and rust. The loss of these opportunities is deeply linked with a shrinking American middle class. But with the rise of electric vehicles, new investments from around the world are pouring into the United States, bringing with them the potential of an industrial renaissance. But that investment is not headed to the traditional manufacturing heartland. Instead, the new battery belt is concentrated in the American South.
Hyundai is here after their sister company Kia set up a plant in West Point. Rivian decided to come. Bluebird is building electric buses here. It seems like everything EV is now being made in Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia.
The size of this thing is just overwhelming. There are about 4,000 laborers out here working already, and they're being well paid. When the plant's up and running and up to 3 shifts, there'll be 8,500 jobs. $500 million payroll will be added annually to the local economy. I mean, this is a generational impact.
these companies have recognized, hey, we can make money building these plants in the South. They're coming and we're rolling out the red carpet for them.
That's why by the end of my second term as your governor, I intend for Georgia to be recognized as the electric mobility capital of America.
It's a good story for American labor and the American economy. But a question remains: why the South?
We also recognize that in the South, many southern states are non-union organized states. So therefore, the attraction to businesses is that they don't have to pay union wages, which can be often a lot. So I think it would be very attractive for particularly these large industries to come to places where they don't have to engage in collective bargaining, where there are dangers of strikes like they were up in North with the different car manufacturers.
I remember the day I was driving past the plant and there were 30 to 40 mile-an-hour gust winds, and I literally looked out there and I saw people working. I said, there's no way that's a union job because it's unsafe. Well, the next day I hear about the fatality. Somebody fell 60 feet. The labor situation here in Georgia is not really good. I believe we have 3.1% of unionized families here.
A lot of the companies and the manufacturing companies that are locating down here prefer not to deal with unions. They would prefer to deal with employees on a one-on-one basis.
Well, the car manufacturers have said that coming here, it's cheaper to produce cars because it's not union labor. It does seem to be something that's very important to these manufacturers.
Over in South Korea, they're heavily unionized, and they boast that they're union friendly. But over here in Georgia, they come where the union density is only 3.2%. An opportunity to unionize EV factories. Ooh, that's the challenges of that, that's a lot. It's a big challenge. It's a David and Goliath story. Especially here in the South, it's just been browbeat into people that unions are no good. But union didn't get here easy. Union never got here, and union doesn't know easy.
Thus, a new dynamic emerges. Business-friendly laws have helped attract electric vehicle and battery companies to the South. Meanwhile, labor unions see both an opportunity and a need to engage workers in America's battery belt. This is where the story of the Bluebird Bus Company comes into play.
In 2019, I started meeting with workers from Bluebird Bus Company.
Bluebird is located down in a very rural part of our state. It's a mostly African-American labor force.
We build school buses for your kids to ride to school on. EV buses, electric vehicles.
We build buses, electric buses for schools.
Yeah, they definitely one of the largest factories here.
Bluebird, a school bus manufacturer in Fort Valley, is easily the county's largest employer. It has more than 3 times as many employees as Fort Valley State.
Well, Fort Valley is, it's a small community. Bluebird is about the main company that's down here.
My family's worked at Bluebird for years. I had family members at Bluebird, and I still got some there at Bluebird.
Been with Bluebird 10 years.
This is the 11th year.
For 12 years.
Been there now for 14 years.
I've been employed at Bluebird for 16 years.
17 years.
30 years.
I've been employed by Bluebird for 42 years.
Everything there is still very manual, not robotic like you would see at a Kia plant or the Nissan plant.
Hard work.
Very hands-on, and they continue to be just a great source of jobs, you know, in that area. You're going to see Bluebird electric school buses all over the region. And you're seeing more and more school systems want these electric buses.
The battery belt may be a new phenomenon, but Bluebird is not. It's been in Fort Valley for 93 years. But its heavy expansion into EV buses pushed it to the front line of a new labor conflict.
They just received funding from the government because of the EV buses. You shouldn't just be going to work making small money and receiving minimal benefits when they're receiving everything.
The Bluebird story, they had a lot of different issues that they wanted to address.
The things with Bluebird, they think it's supposed to be their way or no way.
If you're not buddy-buddy with the higher ups, then that's it for you.
We didn't get a raise for like 3 years.
Premium would go up, but it's like the coverage would drop.
Being bullied, being intimidated.
People just get fired for no reason.
We worked until they said it was time for us to leave.
It's just a messed up situation.
And it feels like it's a time for a change.
I'm listening to them and I'm like, well, all of those issues could be addressed with a collective bargaining agreement. And the original group of people that reached out to me was a guy named Patrick Watkins. Came up with a plan that, all right, this is how we'll approach it.
I never had no experience. I just started doing my research, you know what I mean? Once I started doing my research and me and one of my coworkers were talking at work, we need a union here.
So they formed a organizing committee of workers that, you know, were ready to, you know, stand up and let it be known that they supported the union to try to encourage their co-workers to come into the fold. That's what it all boils down to. So people have to, you know, make a decision.
I mean, down south, it's hard to unionize. You know what I mean? A lot of people are afraid.
I was skeptical at first. I didn't know anything about unions. When I first heard about it, I didn't answer the first call.
People that were saying no were scared because they were feared that they were going to lose their job.
But I was always avoiding the call because I was scared.
I was terrified. I was scared, you know. It's like a lot of people wouldn't speak on it because they was, you know, maybe afraid they would lose their jobs.
Yes, people do get fired for trying to unionize. I saw quite a people lose their jobs.
With the help of everybody, we can get what y'all want. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, I ain't gonna sugarcoat. I ain't gonna stand up here and lie. We need more people in this room. The workers decided they want to organize. They're gonna have some pushback. I'm going live now. They use scare tactics and stuff like that to try to make people feel like we can't do this because we'll get fired, or we can't do this because they're gonna shut the plant down. All those types of threats and stuff like that are against the law. You have a right to sit down and bargain over the type of working environment that you want. You have a right to be able to sit down and bargain over the type of wages that you want. If y'all vote yes for the union, I don't get a dime for you voting yes for the union. But what I do get, I gain brothers and sisters in this labor movement. That's what it's all about. Standing together, we can have it all. But sitting there trying to get it by yourself, you'll lose every time. And they worked it. They worked the process. Going door to door, making house calls, you know, talking to people.
The second time that I got the call, I was ready.
Well, I thought it was a great idea.
Everybody just started talking.
People start speaking more on it.
Like we tell them, man, you know, this is what we're trying to get a union for, to protect your job.
Did a lot of meetings. Lord, we did a lot of meetings.
There's no seniority looked at, I think.
We know Bluebird insurance is terrible right now, so I think so.
At first it started off, you know, people, you know, I don't know about this and everything.
But they were good meetings, secret meetings. Wherever we could find a place to get it.
They start picking up momentum.
It was all about listening to the employees, their concerns, and trying to address how would a union fix those problems.
They can talk to me all they want to, but my mind's made up and the union is coming.
Talking to each other, learning what the union was really about.
I feel like we all gonna come as one as a team to make things the way that it should be.
We built a team. We built a great team, a family.
Bluebird workers are scheduled to vote on whether to organize through the United Steelworkers Union. In Fort Valley, Jessica Cha, 13 WMAC News.
That day it rained, and it rained so hard.
The day of the vote, I was a little nervous.
And they threaten you and tell you, hey, we can pull up and we can go somewhere else. And you lose your livelihood.
I was the one that helped count the votes. And when you kept hearing yes, 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 man, it feel like you just got more excited and more excited every time you heard yes. It wasn't close at all. It was a celebration.
Congratulations, congratulations.
They worked hard.
Down south, got something to say, especially in middle Georgia. There ain't no need to coming down here thinking that you're gonna get over on nobody. The South got something to say. What you got to say?
I was crying and me and Patrick went outside and we jumped for joy and just crying out in the rain. And I like, we got this, we won, we won, we won.
We all crying.
Yeah, y'all did that.
I knew we were gonna win. I knew we were gonna win.
Bluebird, welcome to the United Steelworkers family.
Bluebird employees are now part of the United Steelworkers, one of the first labor forces to unionize in the South's new Battery Belt.
Oh, I was happy. I was real happy. Ooh, the change that's about to come.
Oh, I was elated. It was like a burden was lifted off my shoulders.
And it seemed to be a better and brighter day, even though it was rain.
How did I feel? I feel like I had hit the lottery. Very, 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 very proud.
You always get more with more. That's what it comes down to.
But once you start doing a job, you need to be getting paid the rate of pay for that job.
It's easy for the company to ignore one person. They can brush off 10 people. But if you got 100 people, or 1,000 people, or 1,400 people, that's a force to be reckoned with. What time is it? Union time. What time is it? Union time. What time is it? Union time, yeah.
Hey, say it again. Say it again.
Hey, the bosses better be afraid to come to the South.
Yeah.
Bluebird has unionized, that much is clear. But what it means for the future remains uncertain. Will the South continue to be the new ground zero for American EV manufacturing? Will the labor movement here pick up steam as it did in the North in the 20th century? And will those two trends lead to labor conflict down the road? Only time will tell.
I mean, we're at a turning point in society. I think that workers know their worth more now. Workers say that they have an interest in organizing, then I can say, you know, for myself and my union, we'll be there to organize them.